All right, guys. Thanks for joining me here in my garage today. I've got Harry here with me, and I've got a walnut blank that is already cut in this shape. I got this from a wood turner that is moving, so she had a whole bunch of stuff she gave me. I got Daniel with double D here, and Tournage de Bois as earworming for me.
Greetings, everybody.
I'll go ahead and get to my overhead camera. I got a wormhole screw on the chuck and a hole drilled roughly in the center that I measured out earlier. So I'll go ahead and put that on. Double D if you want to run through the chat, who's all here. I know Steve's still running, so might be a few people over there still.
No, absolutely. So we've got Tommy from Tommy's Workshop. We got David McClernand in. Dark Matter is on. Radar the Wood Turner. We have Archie Monty on. William Ellis has joined up. And Richard Phelan. And Gerard the French Turner. Pat Cumming just joined as well. I think that's everybody from the chat anyway. Let me check the participants, see if there's anybody lurking. I don't see any additional names, so I think that's everybody. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome. I got the tailstock up for a moment, but I'm not really sure how long I'll be using it because I think it's going to be in the way pretty soon. Make sure the the banjo is clear of the spinning wood. And put my face shield on.
The last thing you want is get your wood caught in the banjo.
Yeah. And because there's so much air, I'm going to be turning fairly fast. I'm at 1300 RPM right now.
And Colin Izzard has joined. Hi, Colin.
Welcome, Colin.
And you can take me off camera if you want to.
What was that, Daniel?
I said you can take me off camera if you'd like to. Brent Beecroft has joined. Hi, Brent.
Yeah. I'll switch you off. I need to clean my face shield a little bit. It's covered in dust, so it's hard to see at the moment.
Hope everybody is doing well today. Any fun projects going on? Eva has joined. Hi, Eva.
Hello, Eva. I'm just going to true off the bottom of it to make it flat so I know where I'm going to put a mortise.
And Malcolm Douglas has joined. Hi, Malcolm. Pat mentioned that they're getting ready for a snowstorm in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Are they predicting a lot of snow for you, Pat?
No, I've never turned one of these before, so I'm not really sure how the flat sections and the curved sections will meet up in the end, but we shall see. I'm going to turn my headset volume up a little bit again.
Oh, that sounds like fun, Pat. Expecting about a foot of snow today.
It's a nice, about 60 degrees here in Houston this morning.
Eva says hello to Harry, calls him a sexy beaver. I'm sure he appreciates that.
Yep. You don't want his head to get too big with all the compliments, though.
Yeah, he likes all the attention he can get, though. We know that. William said they had 3 inches of snow overnight last night in northern Ohio. We got a lot of rain here in Kansas yesterday, and then today the high is 36 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's going to be a cold one today.
Based on how it's looking, it looks as though the base is going to be pretty narrow. I have the flat section gone on this one side, but it's still got quite a bit on here. Maybe that's just because of mismeasurement or what, but we shall see. I may end up having to shorten this a little bit to get enough thickness for my chuck jaws. I think I'll do that now a little bit.
John S. has joined. Hi, John.
Welcome, John.
Dark says that Harry's the only one on YouTube with a dirtier mind than he has. I'm not sure on that accuracy.
Yeah.
William, we have started, so you might have to refresh if you can hear us. He said he didn't know if his computer froze or if we hadn't started.
So, all you guys that watched the Virtually Crafty event last week, or yesterday, I mean, what do you guys think was your favorite? I know I really enjoyed the glass blowing live. Seemed like they had done that before with the guy's commentary. He was pretty on top of things.
I only got to see Mark, so we'll see what other people had to say. I'm hoping to go back and get caught up through those. Eva wanted to know if it was spalted, but it didn't look like it.
No, there's no spalting. Looks like there might be a little bit of, just a few bug holes, maybe a little ripple going on here, but we'll see once it's closer to being finished.
Tommy said he needs to watch the glass blowing. Yeah, I definitely want to catch that. I saw some of that in Colorado on a vacation once. That was really cool, so I'll have to go back and check it out myself.
Now I'm putting a mortise on this just because I don't have jaws on my chuck that are small enough for this. So maybe that's something I'll have to buy eventually.
Steve T has joined.
Welcome.
He says
Steve.
Hodge.
All right, so I just have a little bit left. I'll take one more pass, I think, here. Try to get a nice gradual curve along the outside the whole way.
Richard agrees with you that the glass blowing was good. You're going to be in a virtual craft thing coming up soon, aren't you?
Yeah, Ken Moon, who was doing the live yesterday, he is obviously a big channel, and he uses Axe abrasive paste, and Axe is thinking about putting on a sort of a similar event, but only maybe like 4 or 5 people. and I believe Ken Moon and myself are the two that I'm sure of. I think Peggy over at PF Turning, I think she's out of Maine. She might be interested in doing it. And I'm still thinking, I think they're looking for other people at the moment.
Awesome. That'll be exciting. Gerard wanted to know what kind of wood it is. I think it's walnut. Am I right?
Yeah, it's walnut.
Yeah. Okay.
So now out here at the wing, I'm just trying to take some light cuts because I'm not really sure what the shape will end up looking like.
Yeah, Dark said Moon Pie Creations as well. That's Ken Moon, is Moon Pie Creations that he was talking about. So yeah, that's pretty exciting that Hodge will be on with a big channel like that, hopefully grow. Hey Gerard, welcome.
And actually yesterday I ended up winning some Total Boat resin because I was the quickest one to answer one of Ken's question on his live. So I'm looking forward to that. I've never used Total Boat.
And Blair from Good Turn Daily has joined. Hi, Blair. Welcome.
Hello, Blair.
Do you know what kind of Total Boat it is? If it's the thick set or...
No, I don't know if it was the thick set or the 2-to-1. I know Ken uses 2-to-1 mostly, so I'm guessing that's probably it. So
okay. I've used the 3-to-1 thick set, and it works really, really well. It just has a really long working time, so you're not going to get a lot of color separation like you do with some of the, like, Alumilites and such.
Yeah. I'll probably end up making some kind of platter blank because it's only I think a quart size.
But it's free, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Radar the Woodturner asked if he was missing anything. Just some chit chat and talking about the upcoming craft show at the end of this month, or end of February. Sorry, that Hodge is going to be in Radar. Other than that, just some turning.
Yeah, I think
Mike Yu has also joined from Hobby Woodturner Ilminster. So hi, Mike Yu.
So getting kind of the shape now, I can kind of see what's going on. It'll basically just be a little winged bowl. I have a little bit more to take off here before it gets round, but it'll basically just be kind of a curved little winged art piece because I don't see any other function for it. So, but it should look pretty cool.
Cool. And Brian at Heartwood has joined. Hi, Brian. Welcome. Richard, RJK Spinning Wood, has joined. Hi, Richard. Dark says he's used the 2-to-1. It's nice, but it's a slow cure. I know that the 3-to-1 thick set had a 24-hour cure time as well. So I would just leave it in my pressure pot overnight when I used it.
Now I gotta make sure I take really light cuts out on the wings because there's so little wood, you can get it aggressive sometimes if you're not careful.
Archie Monty has said that it's going to be a winged bowl. It looks more like a winged teacup.
And with this being the last week in January, later on today, we will see a video from Quentin on the YTCCC 2021 video where he's going to say what the challenge for February is going to be. So I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, I am too, that's for sure. And thanks for bringing that up. So just a reminder, everybody, Hodge has a premiere for his YouTube Cross-Channel Challenge 2021, the YTCCC 2021 hashtag. His premiere is at 12 o'clock Central Time. So he will be showing his project for the month of January, which is going to be an awesome Hurricane Bowl, if I remember correctly, Hodge.
Yeah, that's the gist of it.
Cool. And then I will have a premiere right after that at 12:30 Central Time on mine for my Great Vase of Fire. And then Quentin at Deadwood Casting and Turning will have his premiere right after that at 1 o'clock Central Time, which will also announce the challenge for the month of February. So tune into all of those if you can. We'd love to have you there and hopefully see more people participate in there as well. And Lewis, the Klondike Craftsman, has dropped in. Hi, Lewis.
Welcome, Lewis.
Donovan Bailey has also joined. Hi, Donovan.
Hello, Donovan.
Terry from TJ Turning has joined. Hi, Terry. Jigsy Shed has popped in. Donovan wants to know, was the walnut coated with Anker seal?
The wood that I got, I think she uses some kind of PVA glue to coat the ends, but this one seemed like it wasn't coated with anything. I think it was just an offcut that she just kind of threw in a box and it dried.
Awesome. Eva wanted to know what Anker seal is. Anker seal is used to seal the end grain of wood, Eva, so that it, since that's where most of the moisture comes out, so it'll keep it dry longer. It won't let it evaporate as quickly and cause cracking.
I'm going to go ahead and remove the tailstock and get the mortise shaped. I'm going to be using this chuck with these little stepped jaws. Probably use the second size to form the mortise.
Mark, the gentleman woodturner, has joined us. Hi, Mark. Welcome.
Mark.
IDR Woodturning, Ian, I believe, has joined. Brad's Woodturning has joined. Peekaboo. Hi, Brad.
Hello, Brad.
Steve with SK Crafts has joined. Hi, Steve. Great live. Good apple you turned this morning. Lawrence Bugasia has joined. Hi, Lawrence. Four Kings Al Martin has joined. Hi, Martin. Wood Wizardry by Colin. Hi, Colin.
So there they are. I got my caliper set earlier for this tenon. Just going to kind of eyeball where it needs to be. I have to go down to the smaller size, otherwise it might just break the wall.
Jigsy Shed has joined. Hi, Jigsy. Bonnie Adams has joined. Hi, Bonnie. Greetings. Harry says hello Bonnie. As well.
It's going to be a really small mortise. I'm going to use my parting tool here to shape it for a moment.
It looks like everybody that I've seen chat so far. We got 50 people watching, 19 thumbs up. So mash those thumbs, people. Show Hodge and Harry a little bit of love this morning. Dark, I saw that you had mentioned, I was just checking to make sure anybody else had joined in. I saw that you mentioned all the fire projects have been awesome. Yeah, they absolutely have been. So it's been great to see the participation. I was telling Hodge the other day that when I started thinking about this last year, I was hoping for 6 to 8 channels popping in and participating in this. We're over 31 channels participating and then additional people on Instagram. So it's been pretty amazing to see the participation and the different work that everybody's doing with it. Terry, you asked about what Robert's doing in the timber. It is walnut, and he is making, he had a weird shaped piece, an offcut that he's using to make a small winged bowl from.
Yeah, so the wood was already kind of cut like a curved T, so it's basically, the design was already depicted when I got the wood from another turner. So I'm just kind of following the idea that she had, I guess.
Neil Gold has joined. Hi, Neil. Welcome.
Hi, Neil. There's a little bit bigger.
Jigsy had to leave. The family got back. He popped in for a minute. Leona Faye has joined. Hi, Leona.
Hello, Leona. Now, this mortise is only about 1/8 of an inch thick. So I'll need to make sure to take some light cuts when I hollow it out. I'm not sure. I'll probably end up turning off the mortise later, but we'll see. I guess I'll finish it off now as if I weren't. Now I get my point tool to make a little bit of a dovetail in the recess. And then raise the tool rest a little.
Steve Combs has joined. Hey, Steve, how are you?
Hello, Steve.
Pete from Twisted Trees is in. Hey, Pete.
You're in luck, Pete. No captive rings on this piece.
Douglas Mungham has joined. Hi, Douglas.
So that's good. I'm going to true off the foot because it's not really flat at the moment.
Terry asked a question if you had a premiere this morning or today, and I was just going to say, yes, we have. There are several premieres today, Terry. Hodge has his premiere for his fire project at noon Central Time, so GMT -6. I have my premiere right after that at 12:30 for my fire project, and then Quentin at Deadwood Casting and Turning has a premiere at 1 o'clock Central Time, so immediately following mine. And in his video, he will announce the challenge for the month of February for the year for the YT CCC 2021.
We'll do a little bit of sanding here.
And Steve, I just got your message on your video posting for the fire project. So I will get that added to the playlist. That will go live at 4 p.m. GMT. So I will, like I said, I will add that to the playlist. So make sure that gets out in there too. And Crafts with Blake has joined. Hi, Blake.
Hi, Blake.
Blake, that is a piece of walnut that Hodge is turning today. I Love Woodturning. Adam has joined. Hi, Adam.
There's one little tool mark here that I got to do a little extra sanding on.
Got a couple of questions when you can hear a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead for it.
So the first one from Gerard, if you have a bowl blank way too big for the lathe and wanted to do a project, this project, which way would you go about cutting the blank?
If I had a bowl blank big, I mean, this lathe can handle 20-inch swing over the bed. So I haven't done any bowls bigger than that. And 20 inches is pretty big, but I guess I would cut off the edges to a manageable size with a chainsaw, and then I have a circle cutting jig, which I got the idea off of Jake Thompson's video channel. He's got a video showing how to make a circle cutting jig. Let me go to my main camera that will show more.
Dr. Bob has joined. Hi, Dr. Bob.
Basically, it's just a piece of 3/4 inch plywood, a piece of metal T-track that's upside down, and then you have a knob with a bolt that goes through, and then the bit that fits on your bandsaw. And basically, you can just adjust this knob and slide this in and out to whatever diameter you want. You measure from the bandsaw blade to this little screw hole, and then you drill a screw hole in the wood, mount it on this screw, and then it just spins in a circle, and it works very good. It's in a lot of my premieres at the beginning, showing me cutting circles with it. But that can cut circles bigger than my lathe can handle, so that's how I would form the blank.
Barry's Woodturning has joined. Leaping Lemur Wood Craftworks has joined. Welcome to both of you. Let me get back up to the other question here. The other question was from Adam about, does anyone have a vibration mat under their lathe like carpet or rubber? His new one suggested he put one under his feet. I don't have my lathe set on anything other than the concrete floor, but I stand on a fatigue reducing mat, which helps.
Yeah,
from my standpoint.
I got one of these little rubber mat or foam mats as well.
And John N has joined. Brad wants to know where to get one of those fancy beaver shirts.
This one isn't mine, but I just bought it off of Amazon, actually. If you just type in, beaver shirts, that is what comes up. I have one shirt that I've made myself off of Teesprings. The link is, I think, in the description of this video to my Teesprings account, but you can get coffee mugs and shirts, even hoodies.
Gerard says that's not what he wanted to know, to cut the blank in the shape that I could try this project. So what it looks like to me is that there was a large blank that 2 circles were cut from, and then that's a piece from in between the 2 circles. But he was wanting to know the depth of the blank from the top.
Okay.
So that kind of thing, I guess.
This blank was cut. I mean, you could make it any size really, but this one was roughly, I think, 3 1/4 inches deep, tall, and then the width was roughly 8 inches. And the way it was cut on a bandsaw or however she had it cut was just kind of, I don't know if y'all can see this little bit. So that's how it was cut, sort of. And then it was about 3 1/4 inches wide. So I guess this could just be made from kind of any little off-cut piece of wood you have. Just sanding a little bit more with 120 grit here, and be careful with your fingers when you get out to the edge. So you gotta make sure you have the sandpaper where it will flip down, and don't push too hard, obviously. And then I'll go to 220.
Good point, Martin. Martin from Four Kings House says, don't Google Harry Beaver. It autocorrects it to a different Harry.
Yeah.
Douglas Mungham has a question. Hodge, I have a Delta Homecraft 1953 10-inch bandsaw that is got on eBay in the USA one bit at a time, does not have a slot. How would I make your circle jig?
I guess you could, if you made runners that fit the metal table on the left and the right side, you could kind of get it in there. You can also clamp it down to the table. That's the only thing I can think of.
And Craftsman Blake has to leave. Have a great day, Blake. Ruben Woodcraft has joined. Hi, Ruben.
Welcome, Ruben.
Brian has to jump off to feed some horses. Have a good one, Brian. Hopefully we'll see you at the premieres later on.
That was 240. I think I'll only go to 320 for today, at least on video. I think I'll just finish it with oil, since that way I can sand it later and add more oil if I want to get it to a sellable quality rather than just being a demo piece.
Ben is asking, I don't think I said that Ben was in. I guess he just popped in. Hi, Ben, or I missed you. I apologize. But he asked if there were any lives tonight.
Not that I'm aware of.
There is a website Ben, the forkandbananas.com, there is a calendar that is maintained out there with lives and premieres and different events that we know of. Steve from Temple Boy Turnings maintains that a bit. So go over and check that out, that calendar of events. I know there are 3 premieres at least this afternoon, starting at 12 o'clock Central Time. Hodge, then myself, then Quentin from Deadwood Casting and Turning. And those are all tied to the Fire, the YouTube Cross Channel Challenge 2021. So, Brad, that website is forkandbananas.com. I'll get a link to it and pop it in the chat.
So I'm just taking it off the worm screw. And then since I'm using a different chuck, I can just take off the chuck.
I've just put that link in the chat. There is a section at the top that says live events calendar, but it lists out premieres and things. And all of those are listed in GMT. So you'll have to be aware of that it's not local time. It's Greenwich Mean Time. So you have to translate that over. But like on today, we have Stuart Farini, it looks like, has a live at 5 p.m. GMT. Hodge has his live at 6 p.m. GMT. I have my premiere at 6:30 GMT. Looks like Makers International podcast happens at 9:30 GMT as well. So there's 2 other premieres. JP Woodwork and Caitlin the Cat have video premieres as well. So check out that website and keep up to date with the events that we know of that are going on.
All right. So I got it mounted in reverse. It seems to be running pretty true. Actually, just... All right, well, I just screwed up. So the tool rest was too close. I tried swinging it, and then it ended up breaking where the tenon was, or the mortise was. So that kind of sucks.
Hodge, Brad wants to know what lathe you started out with.
I started off with the Harbor Freight, I don't know what, the 12-inch swing, 36-inch long, whatever it's called. The one that basically is a clone of Jet, and I think there's an Axminster one, the one made in China. So what I'm going to have to do now, if you guys can see, the mortise thing here cracked when it hit the tool rest just by me spinning it. So I'm going to have to reshape the mortise or tenon. Well, no, I guess a mortise. So I'll put back the worm screw.
For those of you whose chat froze, it looks like a couple of people are saying that. Just close the chat window and reopen it. It should work again. Steve from Temple Boy Turnings just says if anybody has information they want to be added to that calendar, to let him know through what are the best ways, Steve? Is there an email? Is there a contact through that website that they have, or is Instagram the easiest way? What's the easiest way for people to let you know what they can add to the calendar?
All right, so I got a little bit more to, there's a little breakout here that I still have to cut away. A little bit left.
Okay, Steve has indicated that there's a calendar page contact or a contact me page on the website. So if you want to add anything to that, if you don't see your information on there and it's a standing time or whatever, just reach out to Steve through that website and he can get you added to that. Thanks, Steve. A lot of people are indicating a tenon would be stronger since the bottom's so small.
Yeah, this is, I don't have a jaws that will fit that tenon, but I made the mortise a little bit deeper this time, so should help.
Gerard the French Turner has indicated that every second Sunday there's a Pat Carroll Meet the Woodturner on Zoom that has different people on there for interviews and information as well. So
yeah, I've watched. The only one I've watched of that is the Harvey. What's his last name? The guy that does the basket illusions. Which I've bought all the stuff to do basket illusions except for the markers. So I'll be trying that one of these days.
looks like we have another premiere that just popped up today at 2:30 p.m. Central Time for Design and Make for the YouTube Cross-Channel Challenge as well. So that's with Steve's video in hour 3, and then that one. That is 5 new YouTube Cross-Channel Challenge videos coming up today, with possibly another one with Duca Heritage getting his up there.
Turn down the speed. All right, that's way out of. That's not true for some reason. It's a little better. I'll try bringing up the tailstock and hopefully that can fix it.
Brad's got to get to work, so he's out. Have a good one, sir. Yeah, Brad has a fire video out that got shouted out by Total Boat as well on Instagram, and they shouted out the YouTube Cross-Channel Challenge as well. So that's pretty exciting there.
All right, that'll work. So, get the banjo situated. Make sure not to hit the wood this time. All right. Now I'll just switch camera angles. At 750 RPMs. Turn up the speed a little more. I'm gonna have to move the tailstock pretty soon. I'm gonna stop the lathe and see where the edge is. I'm gonna try to go fairly thin. Yeah, I gotta move the tailstock because I can't get the tool at the right angle to cut on the very edge. So hopefully this piece will stay on.
That's funny, Dark. What does Harry say when Hodge makes a mistake? Damn!
Just want to see where I'm at now. Still got quite a bit to take off.
So, Bonnie, I hate to ask because, of course, it's unpleasant here in Kansas today. Hodge was just talking about it being shorts weather at 60 degrees today. What is it down there in Florida this morning?
All right.
Jappy makes his joined. Hi, Jappy. Bonnie says they have you beat there, Hodge. They've got 65 right now in Florida.
Nice. All right, so I'm just trying to get it thin right now. The thinnest section that I guess I'm going to shoot for is maybe 3 millimeters. It's just hard to see out here on the very edge.
Martin at Woody's Creations has joined. Hi, Martin. Dark, I see your question, but I'll ask him when he's not focusing.
Yeah, right now I'm good. I'm just taking away some waste wood.
Okay, well, his question is, Hodge, are you the voice of Harry, or does someone else do the voice? I didn't know if you wanted to divulge your secrets.
That's just Harry talking. I don't know what you're talking about, Dark. He's just camera shy. That's why he doesn't talk during lives.
Speaking of the YouTube cross-channel challenge, fire challenges, Jappy reached out to me earlier this morning. So thanks, Jappy, for reaching out. But he had some minor technical issues, but he's hoping to have his video done in the next couple of days to get out on YouTube as well.
So this wood is not centered. So let me go to the overhead cam and show you the issue I'm having. If you can see it over here, it's basically like a knife. It's thin, it just comes to a point, but over here you got a bigger chunk. So I think what I'm going to do is just, I don't know if I want to just try to sand this edge later to make it thinner, to match this side, or to true up the wings so they're even. I think that'll just end up breaking off if I try to do that. So what I'm going to do is just leave this uneven with this side and just have to sand that later at some point if I decide it's worth my time.
Makes sense to me. Ruben, Quentin at Deadwood Casting and Turning is announcing the challenge for February. He has his premiere right after mine. So his premiere will be at 1 o'clock Central Time. My premiere is at 12:30. Hodge's premiere is at 12 o'clock, all 3 Central Time. So tune in. But yeah, he'll be announcing the challenge for the month of February. Bonnie was just asking Hodge, what is Harry's background? Did you find him or did he find you?
My wife, or not my wife, my mother matched us together back when I was in middle school. I don't know how my mom found him.
Hodge, do you mind if I put in Quentin's channel link, or do you want to link, or would the link to the premiere be better?
You can put mine first, and then we can just, or yeah, put mine and Quentin's. It doesn't matter. Yours.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll do links to all 3 of the premieres.
And if y'all just go to mine first, we'll end up putting the links to the next one in that chat as well. So.
So this is the link to Hodge's Premiere. Steve just indicated real quick, Hodge, you can tilt the piece slightly in the mortise to accommodate the slight difference to the wing cut if you want. Gerard, the challenge, anybody can enter. There are people, there's a gentleman who has joined the challenge that doesn't even have a lathe. So it's not lathe specific. It's any crafter or maker who wants to participate in the challenge. That's the point, is just I wanted to do this to push myself to learn more. And I've just been astounded with the participation and the people that have wanted to do it. So all skill levels are welcome. Any type of craftsmanship is welcome. Just please use that hashtag when you post. I create playlists every month for those. So definitely check that out and support the other makers, of course. That's the key, is we want to support each other through this. So that was Hodge's Premiere. Let me get mine. Gerard, you do not have to have a video. There is one person on Instagram who is posting. I think that's Mike Yu. Mike, if you're still on, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's Mike Yu on Instagram is just using the hashtag and posting photos, which is perfectly fine as well. Just that hashtag is what ties everything together. And Douglas has to leave because of YouTube's breaking up. So have a good one, Douglas. That one that I just put in is the link to my Premiere. Woodsley Summercraft is in. Hey, Rob, how are you?
Hi, Rob.
This next link is the link to Deadwood Casting and Turning, his Premiere. Ruben is sitting at 297 subscribers. Hodge, do you mind if I put a link to his channel out there?
No, go for it.
Okay.
Let's get him 3 more subs.
Absolutely, people. Get over there and sub Ruben. He does some great stuff. Did a really cool fire project, which was a lot of fun to watch on that one. Showed that yesterday. That was awesome, Ruben. So yeah, hop over to Ruben's channel and sub him if you haven't. He does a lot of fun stuff. Hey, no worries, Ruben. We like to support good people too, so it's awesome. Looks like we've already got 3 new subs for Ruben right there. Awesome, people. That is awesome. Gerard, you say you started on your own and with YouTube since March. I actually just started doing my wood turning and stuff like that in May myself. So I completely understand that being new with all that for sure. Rob at Woodsley Summercraft is getting close to 10,000 subscribers. That is awesome.
Congratulations,
I think Hodge will be there next week, right, Hodge?
I wish.
No, it's exciting to see the growth and the support for the community for sure.
Gonna move my tailstock a little bit more so this live center is out of the way.
Gerard, you want to explain the hashtag? Is that what you're talking about, Gerard? Okay, so Gerard, the hashtag, which is just the pound symbol in front of whatever phrase or wording you use, is a way for people to search things, to tie things together. So you'll see a lot of hashtags that are being used as a way to follow a specific set of projects or a specific group of posts. So the hashtag is just a way for, like, I can go to YouTube and I can type in hashtag YTCCC 2021 and it will pull up any video that has that tagged in it. So then I know that that's affiliated with the challenge. So it's the same thing with Instagram and all sorts of social media. Is that hashtag allows you to do a quick, easy search for anything tied to that specific project or idea discussion, if that makes sense. Colin Izzard is leaving. He said the bowl looks great though, so keep it up.
Thank you.
Radar the Wood Turner is at 82 subs. Do you mind if I put his channel in there?
No, go for it.
Awesome. I just subbed as well, Radar. I didn't realize you had a channel.
I think
That's
I'll have.
awesome.
I don't think I'm subbed. I'll check it out after I'm done with this.
I'm just trying to learn everything I can, so I sub every wood turner I can find so I can learn as much as I can. So that's awesome.
So I think I'm going to go with kind of going in from basically a knife edge, and then the wall just gets kind of gradually thicker. It's kind of got that profile here. Actually, I think, oh no. So when the wood was cut, there was a chainsaw mark. So there's a little bit of a, where it's not flat necessarily. It kind of goes in. It looks like, I thought a piece broke off, but it's got chainsaw marks right there. So I'm almost done, a little bit deeper, and smooth out that bottom.
Kenneth B. Turned has joined. Hi, Kenneth. Yeah, it's COVID has definitely not been pleasant, but Lewis has indicated it was a good year to meet people and grow the channel and focus on that. I agree. I mean, I've made some amazing friends that I don't know that I ever would have picked up wood turning or anything like that had it not been for COVID. So I'm thankful for that and all the phenomenal friends that I've joined through this. So that's absolutely great.
I think there's going to be some hand sanding I have to do, but I think I'm pretty happy with the overall shape, I suppose.
That looks awesome.
Just like an hour. Need to improve my speed, I guess, to work for these craft festival things in the future. I'll just do a little sanding here in the middle where there's solid wood.
Yeah, Ruben. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was thinking, because of my last few lives were wet wood, like the oak burl bowl that will be the 500 subscriber giveaway, and the end grain bowl I did yesterday. I'll give you guys an update on those, and I'll take them out of the bags and show you all how they look.
Awesome. Yeah, Ruben mentioned the Rick Turns. He does channels every week for new wood turning channels and videos, which is absolutely true. I actually reached out to him, Ruben, and he is very responsive through emails. But I reached out to him about the YouTube cross channel challenge because someone had commented on his video about that. And he said in his video that he posts for this week's new in wood turning, he's going to mention the challenge and talk about it a little bit. So yeah, it's definitely, he's very responsive and has a lot of people that watch him too. So that's great.
I'm going to go ahead and call this one done as far as what's going to be done on live. But let me go to the different camera. Got this little guy here. I think it turned out all right, being my first one. It's got the little mortise. I think I might just leave it as is, being a demo piece, I suppose. This is what I was talking about here, where it's got, it's not in focus. Here's like a really sharp edge, but over here there's still some of the natural edge just because they're off center. But I'll go grab the two blinks I've been drying so I can show you guys how they look. I guess we'll start with the giveaway bowl first. This was turned on January 1st or January 10th.
Yeah, you did that one in a live, didn't you?
Yeah, these are both done in lives.
Awesome.
So this is the one that had the crazy figure.
Oh yeah, the Van Gogh bowl.
Yeah, I'll go to the overhead camera because I think it's in better focus. Go to the overhead only camera. So yeah, it's got this crazy grain on the bottom, especially right here. But that's the giveaway bowl. There's no cracks yet. If you can see, it's warped. It's no longer round. It kind of curves in this way, where there's, I guess, maybe some bark still, which makes sense.
Yeah, Eva says that's a drooling friendly bowl because we know she likes spalting and stuff, but that's an amazing burl piece that you turned.
And yeah, you can see it's out of balance or not round on the top rim. So lots of hand sanding there. That'll be fun. Feels pretty dry, so it should be pretty, at least within the next month that I'll do the giveaway. Maybe by then I'll have to do a 750 giveaway or something. And then
Dark wants to know if Harry sleeps in that bowl.
Not in that one. He'll sleep in the shaving sometimes. This one I turned last week, I believe, on the 24th. Is the end grain one, which I figured might have cracked, but so far so good. I put some CA.
You might focus a little bit.
I put some CA.
There you go.
On a crack that was there while I was turning it. Basically, I did it on the inside and the outside. You can kind of see the glue here, but still seems to be good. Feels a little damp down at the base where there's still the foot and the mortise. But other than that, it's going pretty well. So hopefully that will work.
Yeah, those are awesome looking.
But that's all I got for today, guys. Besides the premieres. Eva, that was spalted Chinese tallow, which is what this one is. The other one was red oak from a tree that I got loads of from. I finally got all of my coring knives in, so I'm thinking I may do a bit of practice using that over the next couple of weeks. And then on Super Bowl Sunday, whenever that is, I'm not sure. I might use the coring system on Super Bowl Sunday for my live.
Isn't that next Sunday, the 7th?
I don't know. Maybe. Or the 4th.
I'm pretty sure it's February 7th.
All right. Well, maybe I'll scratch that idea. We'll see.
Go Chiefs!
Yeah, I'm rooting for the Chiefs too, I suppose.
I said that just for Bonnie because she's a Tampa person because it's Florida, you know. So
can it be turned? I got the one-way coring system. I was looking at the McNaughton also, but no flip-flops today.
Flip-flops comes out at 63 degrees, not 60 degrees, I guess, right?
Yeah, that's probably over 63. I don't know. Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 54 degrees.
Oh, it's only 54.
Today, expect a high of 64 degrees.
High of 64. All right.
Rob's going to have his coring system set up this week. That's cool. Be interesting to see that.
Yeah, and I was looking at the McNaughton one, but I know there's more. You can do more with it as far as the shape, but for the simplicity, the one way just seemed like the way I should go. I can always get the McNaughton later, I guess, if I get really into it.
I like the whole passively looking for a coring system. I'm actively looking to not spend money on a coring system, but one of these days I'm sure I will. I've just got my shop to build. That's more important to me right now.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and hit the button and end the broadcast. Thank you guys all for joining. Tommy,
awesome times, everybody.
The McNaughton is a big learning curve. Yeah, that's what I keep hearing. So I'm interested to try out the one-way coring system. I got a couple of oak burls that I'll be doing with it, so I'm looking forward to that. And no dark, I have not used cat litter. We have 2 cats, but we have a robotic litter box, so I've never had to change cat poop. All right, guys. Thanks you all for joining. I'll talk to you all later.
Yeah, don't forget the premieres, everybody. See you then. Have a great rest of your day.
All right. Bye, guys.